afternoon, and welcome to another edition of Davey's American Racing. We're going to give it a couple of minutes here, a couple 30 seconds or whatever, to let people come in and as they tune in. And if you are tuning in, make sure you go to my page, Davey Boyd Racing or Davey Munoz, or the homepage right here on Davey's American Racing. And if you do go down there, click the letters in blue. That way I can see your name come up on the comments and who is tuning in. I think I had a little bit too much of my energy drinks today. Not the canned ones, I forgot what they call them, but they give me some energy boosts and some extra vitamins that I need to take. But again, we'll be up to like all weekend there. So plus I got a little bit more announcing to do coming up on 4th of July weekend. So there's a lot coming up. I don't know how, like I said, I don't know how many times I keep up. Do not get involved in any more stuff around Fallon, but guess what? I always do. End up another committee or another committee. So that's all right. Keeps me busy. So between racing, fishing, and all the committees and everything I do here for the town of Fallon or the city of Fallon, whatever you want to call it. I just love doing it. Let's put it that way. Okay, nobody else is on right now, so I'll still wait a few more minutes. If you are tuned in and you didn't click on the blue lettering to come up on the comment, Dan McGee's on here. How you doing, buddy? What was I going to say? I'm getting old. Oh, I know. If you don't click the blue, that's okay. You're tuned in. As long as you're tuned in right now, it's okay. See there? I got a Facebook user from Las Vegas, California. It's a Facebook user. No name. I think I know who it is, but do me a favor from Las Vegas, California. Go to my page, my homepage, and click on the blue lettering, or right here on Davey's American Racing. Click on the blue lettering. Then I can find out who you are. But like I said, I think I know who it is, but I don't want to say a wrong name. Jacob Diaz, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, so I'll still wait. For a few more minutes. Been a long week, let's put it that way. Been out doing some work on my trailer for all my announce equipment. All right. Somebody wanted to know this. How many, or put it this way, how much money do I have involved in all my equipment for race or my speakers and DJ and it? About $20,000. Yeah. So I had to go do some work on that and building new shelves in there to hold some other stuff there, my speaker stands and stuff like that. So that's what I've been up to. Already got to go fishing on Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday. Yesterday, Wednesday, Monday. No, yesterday. Man, I'm forgetting. Oops. Got my radio, my search and rescue radio on. Had to turn it off. Finally got to go fishing. Our lake here is darn near completely full. I haven't seen this lake that full in a long time. It got close to being full where it is now. About 4 or 5 years ago, when we had that rough winter. We had a ton of rain and a ton of snow where it really filled up the lake big time. But we got more water this year because of all the snow we've had up top there. So, in fact, they're draining some of it out right now because we got another flow of snow water coming in. So again, we are on alert for flooding here in Fallon, but fishing was slow because the water goes up like this or down real quick. The fish get confused and where they're at. Believe it or not, they do get confused and they don't like it. It's just like something we don't like. If it happens, we don't like it. The fish are the same way. It slows the bite down, and then you really got to go find them, and then you really got to know what to use when you do find them because they're very, very picky. At least I got 2 bass in that 2-pound range, which I was pretty happy about, But I had to go through a lot of different forms, plastic forms, crankbaits, you name it. Whatever I got on the boat, I had to use just about every one of them on there. Hang on for a second. Saying hello once again, Davey from, it is Michael Ford. I thought it was Michael Ford. How you doing, buddy, from Las Vegas, California? The toilet. That's what it stands for, the toilet. There you go. But, hey, Jessica White, you're on here. Cool. Hey, you know what? After a while, either you, let's see. hubby, we could talk about the go-karts coming up at Rattlesnake Raceway, which is kind of cool because I was going to talk about that. They're back, and I'm going to cover that in a little bit here. Alan Shafta is back on. He's got a new Facebook page. It's good to see you back on here, buddy. Hi, Davey. How's my buddy? He's doing great. Stan Fuller, how you doing? Staying in Idaho. Cool. I got a buddy coming in. I don't want to give it away yet, but he's got to confirm it when he comes back. He's going to help me announce one of the races here at the end here at Rattlesnake Raceway. Ty Schmidt, another California buddy from many years. How you doing, Ty? Dan McKee, what? Yeah, Outlaw Cards return to Rattlesnake Raceway on Monday. Yes, they do, Dan. I'll cover that in a little bit there. We are at the track. Well, if you get a chance, just go ahead and call it in because it'll just be on the phone, not on the screen. It'll be just on the track there, Jessica. Because I definitely want to cover that and make sure I get everything covered that what's going to be happening with the Outlaw Go-Karts returning to Rattlesnake Raceway this year. And again, they'll be there on Monday. Again, I'll cover that in a little bit. Another Facebook user. Hi. All right, whoever sent that in, do me a favor. Go to my homepage, Davey Boyd Racing, or Davey Munoz Facebook homepage, or go to Davey's American Racing, whatever page you tuned it into. Click the blue lettering down there on the bottom down there. That way you'll come up and I'll be able to see your name. Just like Mr. Ford did at first. He's a Facebook user, then he clicked it on. All right, let me see. Anybody else on here? Yes. Nope. So far, got other people. I know other people are tuning in, but they won't punch in because I can tell how many people do come on the program on my page there. It does let me know. And you know what? I've been averaging about 80 people, which is pretty good when you have a podcast show, which is pretty good. And there's some nights I've had well over 150 to 250 people on there, depending on the guest I've had on. And I know I got to start having more guests on here. It's just really hard. I got to start slowing down a lot of stuff I do to be able to make that happen. So look for that in the future. All right, let's get going to what we are all about here, which is racing. Oh, by the way, if you haven't noticed, that's right. I cut off all my hair. My ponytail was gone, everything. And everybody's telling me I look 25 years younger. No, I'm not kidding. Just kidding. But they all like it. And I think I'm going to keep it this way from now on. So, but that's the biggest news. All right, let's go to Placerville, California. They had a race there Saturday night. They had the Wing 360 sprint cars, mini trucks, door cars, and the wingless sprints. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and throw this in right to it, but I'm going to cover it in a little bit. The Placerville mini trucks, they've got about 18 of them. 14 ran Saturday night. I'll cover that, but they are coming to Rattlesnake Raceway this Monday night. They're bringing the trucks. How many are coming? I don't know, but again, I kind of counted down a point sheet. They got about 18 mini trucks, and they will be joining us on Monday. So I'll cover that in a little bit. All right, 360s. Wing sprint cars. They have 20 cars starting the main event. Again, whatever track I'm covering here, I'm going to give the top 5. If you want the rest of the finishes, you can go to their homepage or go to Race Pass. And you can pull up your local track or any track you want that's covered, that they are covering, which they have quite a bit on there. And you can figure out the finishes yourself. But again, I only do top 5. If I do all of them in there, I'd be here forever. But all right, let's go to the Wing 360 Sprints at Placerville Speedway in Placerville, California. Caleb Henry picking up the main event. Second is the man himself, Andy Forsberg. Third was Tony Combs. Fourth, Michael Facento. Facento on the Outlaw circuit as well. Fifth, Tanner Carrick was fifth. All right, to the mini trucks, but 14 started the main event on Saturday night. Mike Miller picking up the main event. Kevin Jerkinson was second. Michael Murphy was third. Howard Miller was fourth. And Paige Miller was fifth. Dwarf cars. Good car count. They had 20 starting in the main event. Dylan Sherman picked up the main event. Second, Mike Bernhardt. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that right. Grenert. So third was Cody Schrum. Fifth, Ben Weiss, another longtime driver with the dwarf cars. And Mike Reeder was fifth. Wingless sprint cars with 11 was a good car count. Shane Hopkins taking the main event. DJ Johnson, second. Third, Jacob Tuttle, another Tuttle. Maybe they're related. One of our Tuttles out of Reno. Jeff Tuttle. All right, Anthony Stoll was fourth, and Heath Holdsdahl was fifth, and that was Placerville Speedway. Let's go to a little ways down the road, about 3 hours, maybe 4, depending which way you go. Antioch Speedway had a big night there. IMCA Modifieds, only 6 modifieds showed up that night. Again, I've been talking about this. I got to find out why the IMCA modified car counts are down at a lot of tracks. Some have a lot more and some don't. But I got to figure that out. But again, back to the Antioch Speedway. Troy Folger picking up the main event. Andrew Pierce was second. Nick DiCarlo was third. Jeff, if I get excited because I've known these guys for a long time. And then fourth was Jeff Browning. Fifth, Tim Yeager. All right, with the hobby stocks, they had 15 hobby stocks. Grayson Baca picking up the main event. Second was Colton Henney. Third, Adrian Pasanio. Fourth was Kevin Brown. Fifth was Cameron Swank. Wingless sprints with 8. They usually have a lot more there, but they did this weekend. Nick Larson, another longtime friend, as you can tell. Bob Newberry. Second, James East. Third, Steve Melonch. Maionchi. I'll have to practice that one there. And then Roy Gear was fifth. IMCA stock cars with only 7, which is a good car count for all the trucks in California with IMCA stocks. Another class just not getting started, but a lot of guys are starting to build more and more of them. Tri Folger having a good night. He picked up the IMCA modified main event and the IMCA stock, so he had a good night. Second was Jason Robles. Third, Jeff Betancourt. Fourth, Scott Foster. Fifth, Dave Hill. Figure eights. Boy, I wish figure eight. I got to talk to Rusty. See if we can get a figure eight going here, too. So, used to be big back in the days, and it's still kind of big over at Ocean Speedway. They carried it on for many, many years after the San Jose Speedway or closed down because they used to have it there, too. DJ Kelson. That family has been around for years, especially with the figure eights. Picking up the main event, Jimmy Robbins was second. Chris Long was third. Dennis Kelson, fourth. And Dakota Kelson was fifth. Lightning Sprints. This is another class that's been around for a long, long time. They're 4-cylinder sprint cars, and they are great to watch and watch them race against each other. And this guy's been around forever. Picking up the main event, Dakota Albright. Wait a minute. Dakota Albright. There we go. I've known him for a long time, too. Matt Land, second. Third is Chris Crowder. Fourth, Hunter Kinney. Fifth, Jason Shestog. We got some over here, too. They're related. All right, that's Antioch Speedway. Let's move on to Bakersfield Speedway. They had a big weekend there. And it was, I won't say because I'll get the first name wrong, but I know it's Red Pound's dad's memorial race that weekend. Plus with USAC. No, they wasn't. That was a while back. USAC CRA Sprints were there. They had 20 cars in the main event. Picking up the main event, a good buddy, Brody Raw. Austin Williams was second. He's another guy that's been around for a long time with USAC CRA Sprints. If you don't know what that means, that's United States Auto Club. CRA is the California Racing Association, which has been around for a long, long time with the non-wing sprint cars. Okay. American stocks with 22 cars. Cody Sly picking up the main event. Susie Simpkins. Well, I'll tell you what, she started racing last year. And her dad, Billy Simpkins, they all know who Billy is out of California, has been with her day and night with this car. She's doing a lot of work now on a car by herself. Their dad's helped too, but she's been doing good. And she's really, really improved over the year or so. She finished second. Okay, third was Kobe Ward. Fourth, Trenton Mallard. Fifth was Roger Holder, another name in California, been around for a while. Hobby stocks with 18, and my good longtime friend, Don Mead, picking up the main event. Tyler Irwin, another long friend. Second, Tate Irwin was third. Nicholas Johnson was fourth. And Ricky Childress Jr. was fifth. I miss the Childress family there. IMCA Modifies. Now, I say they had 20 cars on Saturday night. Brad Pounds picking up the main event. Tyler Blankenship was second. Jake Pike was third. Robbie Sawyer was fourth. And Austin Hiver was fifth. And that about does it for California on the dirt track. But my notes say go to Skagit Speedway. So I'm going to go to Skagit Speedway over the weekend. They had 410 sprint cars up there. The NARC Tour was up there. Their main event, they had 26 cars starting the main event. Now, the winner of this race, I believe, was $62,000 he picked up. Plus, the winner of that main event picked up an extra $20,000 bonus. And that winner is from our Almas, California, our own Justin Sanders, picking up all that money. Oh, they're waking up there at Skagit Speedway. Second was Zep Weiss. Third was Corey Day. Corey Day has been hot this year. I think he's got 3 or 4 main events this year alone. Again, there's another driver throughout the years that just improved year after year after year. Of course, that is the son of the California superstar, West Coast superstar, Ronnie Day. So Corey doing a great job in the 410 sprint cars and 360 sprint cars as well. All right, fourth, the Dominic Salzi. We all know whose that is. Fifth was Tanner Holmes. So again, Justin Sanders, congratulations. $60,000 or $62,000, I forget what it was, plus that extra bonus of $20,000. All right. Let's go back into California. Let's go to the asphalt. Let's go to All-American Speedway in Roseville, California. They had a big weekend there. JM Environmental Wild West Super Series was there. With their Super Series, Corey Moore picking up that main event. Dylan Zappa was second. Eric Schmidt was third. Josh Whitfield was fourth. Fifth was Lane Anderson. Let's move over to the Velocity Solar Modifies. Nick Lyons picking up the main event. Rick Anderson was second. Tyler Wentworth was third. Cody Record was fourth. And Luke Caper was fifth. Napa Ribby's Auto Parts Super Stocks. Main event winner, Josh Whitefield. Second was Phil Whitkins. Third, Tim Walters. Fourth was Roy Smith. And then Terry Thomas Jr. was fifth. F4S, 4 bangers, let's put it that way, but they call it the F4S. Feature was Vic Thornburg, Ray Molina was second. John Sprouler out of Rockland, California was third. Then Matthew Fatt was fourth. SFUHS. Hope I got that. And Mario Novelli was fifth. That's at All-American Speedway on Saturday there in Roseville. I cry every time I go to this track. Madera Speedway, another televised race. It was Reverend Ron Spencer's Classic. Ron Spencer, a long-time supporter there at Madera Speedway. He was the chaplain at the racetrack. Okay, we'll start off with the 5150 Junior late models. Here's another young man that has picked up the pace this year. Is Vito Cancilla with another main event win. I think that's his third, fourth main event at Madera Speedway. Now, when I first met him last year, when I went back to announce that $10,000 late model main event win, which was pretty cool to go back to Madera Speedway and announce the whole night there. I talked to them after the races and come to find out, yeah, they are relatives of Phil Cancilla out of San Jose, California, back in the 70s. Cancilla Motorcycle Raceway shop there they had there. They were one of my sponsors there for a little bit. And Phil Cancilla Jr., also part of that there with the racing flat tracks back in the 70s. God, I miss those days. All right, but it was Vito picking up the main event for the 5150 Junior late models. Chase Hand was second. Tyler Matthew was third. Joey Canelli was fourth. And Henry Martin was fifth. Bandoleros only had 3 cars, but that's okay. It's kind of like a mini late model go-kart motors in them. Kate Betancourt, main event winner. Brendan Click, second. And Andrew Williams was third. All right, the Legends were there with 22 cars. They had more than that, but 22 did start the main event. Jeremy Doss in a Legend car that night. She was in a late model. All right, Jason Glenini was second. Brendan Rosbarski was third. Cody Brown was fourth. And Nick Halen was fifth. All right, let's go to the pro late models. Between the pro late models and the 5150 juniors, if you was to compare them on a qualifying round, maybe a half a second to a second slower the junior late models are. They're not much different to those full-size junior late models compared to the pro late models. All right, picking up the main event, Sheldon Cooper. All right, Sheldon. Tyler Herzog was second. Jacob Smith was third. Nathan Nascimento was fourth. And Brody Armstrong was fifth. All right, let's go to Nevada. Only got one track running that weekend. There was another one, Elko. Up there in Elko, Nevada. But I forgot to type it out. I'm sorry, guys. Up there at Summit Raceway. Lovelock, we had a 2-day program, Friday and Saturday. IMCA stock cars. We had 8 cars in the main event. Steven Anderson picking up the win. Caitlin Robinson's. No, that's IMCA modifieds. I'm sorry. I put stock cars instead. No, that should be the IMCA modified. Steven Anderson picked up the main event. Caitlin Robinson. Let's go back to Caitlin here. About a month ago, Caitlin Robinson picked up her first IMCA main event win at Rattlesnake Raceway. So hats off to her last month. Third was Ty Gamble. His parents were out there celebrating their 40-something anniversary. I forgot how many years, but a long time. Fourth was Tyler Jones. Fifth, Zach Kale. Sixth, Dave Dusty Jr. He's out of Central Point, Oregon. He loves coming to Nevada and race all the tracks here in Nevada. So we see him all the time. He's got the tracks up there, but he says, I love to travel and I love the tracks here in Nevada. Okay, some of Alex Child, your current points leader in the state of Nevada for the IMCA modifieds. And then Vincent Evenson back to racing. It's good to have him back. It's 8. All right, let's go to our stock cars. Only 2 cars showed up, Rusty McMillan and Jeff Koshevka. They put on quite a bit of a good race with each other. Bootleggers, I should say, only 2 cars showed up, which they're kind of disappointed on that. Ryan Parkhurst picked up that main, and then John Flowers. A new driver out there, first time in a race car on Friday night. John is handicapped. He gets around in a wheelchair, but the car is all set up for him. Again, that was his first time ever in a race car, and he had a ball. Even though, just like the movie, not Top Gun, what's the other one? Oh, I'm getting old. But anyhow, he hit everything in the racetrack, even the tow truck. It was a good night for him, though. He had a ball. All right, hobby stock. We had 9 hobby stocks starting the main event. Shane Neiman out of Reno picked up the main event. Rusty McMillan put his IMC stock in the hobby stocks. Was second. Third was Jeff Elric Jr. Fourth, Angela Diaz, former track champion there, was fifth. And Grayson Oshefka was fifth. Ryan Parkhurst was sixth. John Flowers was seventh. And John Meyer eighth. And then Haley Conroy was ninth. She jumped in another car that night to keep her points going. So, which she did. Then we moved to Saturday night. IMCA stock was 8 cars. Again, on Friday, Alex had some problems, but come back on Saturday night to win the main event. In fact, he picked last 2 laps. He got by Dave Dusty Jr., finished second, but Dave Dusty green flag to the last 2. Alex got around him for the main event win. Third was Ty Gamble. Fourth was Zach Kale. Fifth was Caitlin Robinson. Sixth, Vincent Evenson. Seventh, Tyler Jones. And then Connor Tatum back in the racing seat. It's good to see him on Saturday night. All right, IMCA stock cars. We had 3 of them on Saturday. Rusty McMillan picking up another main event win. Tiger Garland was second, and then Braden Stepper was third. Well, the bootleggers, they picked up one more car on Saturday. But again, Ryan Parkhurst making it 2 in a row for the main event win. John Flowers and then Jerome Clave showed up on Saturday. Hobby stocks. I've been waiting for this. Let me see who's on here first before any further on, because I really want to get excited about this. Okay, let's see. Jessica White, got another Facebook user, Jessica White. Steve Osborne out of California, another old sprint car driver. He's got his son involved in racing with the go-karts now, so he's happy about that too. His son's doing really good. All right, John R. Osgood, the third is on here. How you doing, buddy? How's the work at Top Gun progressing? I'm going to cover that in a little bit there, John. I got a long story about what's going on there at Top Gun Track Trips as we get done here. All right, hobby stocks again at Lovelock Speedway. I'm pretty sure this is history being made, maybe in Nevada, maybe in as far as California or the rest of the states go, but history was made. We had a 9-year-old driver, 9.5, win the main event with 13 cars started. Of course, all the other guys they've been driving this division for a long time. All right, everybody, hang on for 1 second. I got to take this call. I'll be right back. Hello. Oh. Hello. Oh, do me a favor. Call back in about 15 minutes. Okay, because it'll be live. Okay, bye, sweetie. Sorry about that. I had to take that call. Okay. Getting back to this. Grayson Oshefka picked up the main event. Of course, you know whose dad is, Jeff Oshefka, at 9.5 years old. And the rest of these drivers that were in this hobby stock division have been around for quite a few years racing this division. He led it from green flag to about the last couple of laps. Little things happened. He got back to third, back to second. Then he lost that. Coming out of turn 4, picked up the main event. So my hat's off to you, buddy. Grayson Oshefka picking up the main event win there in Lovelock Speedway there in Lovelock, Nevada. So you got to see his face. We put him on top of the race car. If you've been to my homepage or to Davey's American racing page, you'll see a photo racing up top of that race car. So that'll add to the Trophy Dash win he has up there in Susanville, up there at Diamond Mountains Speedway down there. Of course, his dad's a promoter there. But again, Grayson Oshefka picking up the main event. That was awesome. I should have had him on tonight, but I've talked to Jeff, talked to Joe up there. The reception is not that great up there. Maybe I should have just had him call in. But, yeah, the reception up there for internet is not that great. So, all right. Second was Braden Stepper. Third was Jeff Elrick Jr. Fourth, Dwayne Inlow back into the race car. Showed up on Saturday night, which was good to see him out there racing. And then Ryan Parkhurst was fifth. And that does it for Nevada until we get to Top Gun Drag Strip. All right. Let's go to Top Gun. Our next race will be July 14th, 15th, and 16th. Friday night, July 14th, our $5 Friday night on the quarter mile test and tune. And graduation will be set up as well on our Friday night graduation. Now, what that means, if you haven't heard about our grad racing, for $20, well, let me back that up. $5 will get you in the gates. If you make it $20, you can race or drag race all night long on whatever you bring out there, truck, car, motorcycle. We'll put you on the track. You'll get time slips every time you make a run. And if you bring your wife or your buddy out there, or wife bring your husband, whatever, we'll set you up to be able to race with each other. That'll happen Friday, July the 14th. Racing starts at 6 p.m. to about 11 p.m., sometimes 12 p.m., but we like to get out there about 11 p.m. because we got a big day on Saturday, the next day, the 15th. It'll be our ET Bracket Race Point Series. Then Sunday, ET Bracket Race Point Series, both start at 9 a.m. That'll be Friday the 14th, Saturday the 15th, and Sunday the 16th. And then we'll come back in August 12th for our $5 Saturday night test and tune, and a grudge race as well. So that'll cover that. Now, we here at Top Gun Dragster need your help. A couple of weeks ago, we had our NHRA Division 7 Nationals come in. Friday night, we got a lot of cars. They were test and tune. Worked out pretty good. And then we had our junior dragsters, had set up for them too, a big race for them too, and Sunday morning as well. But Saturday, we got off to a great start with NHRA Division 7. I had to leave about 3 p.m. to go to Rattlesnake Raceway to announce the Octane Fest. Both tracks, celebrating the Octane, but I left there about 3 o'clock to go up there. And about 5 o'clock, it started raining at Rattlesnake Racing. Not heavy. It was a light rain, came in, some wind, but it came out. But it left that track awesome. We'll get back to that in a second. But at Rattlesnake Raceway, it wasn't so pretty there. They had a monsoon come in, and I mean a monsoon. We get these in the desert all the time. Both lanes on the drag strip, about 3 feet deep of water. That's how much rain came in. They cleared it up. They stayed there all night, most of the night, to get it all ready for Saturday morning. I got there about 8 o'clock. It didn't look good. They were still making some cleanup on the track, but then they decided they are going to cancel the full weekend with our NHRA Division 7 Nationals. Got everybody together, and everybody talked about it. All the big shots there were there and talked about it, and everybody was happy, and they understand why we had to cancel. But Sunday morning, we came back, Sunday morning is when they decided to cancel the Sunday show. But we still ran our junior late models because they only ran a 1/8, and it would be safe for them to run. Not if you're over 130, 140, 150, 160 miles an hour. It was not safe enough to run the Division 7 cars there. So we ran them. We got their program in, and then it was all well and done. But on Tuesday, another monsoon came in, bigger than the one we had on Saturday night. Now, that did a lot of damage to the pit area. The dirt track, the pit parts there is just a big mud washout. Ended up on track all over the place. Plus, it damaged a lot of our equipment, especially our pumps, our water pumps, our fresh water pumps. They broke. Brought a company out there to give us an estimation of what's going to be happening. Can't be fixed. They're going to have to be replaced. And it's not cheap. So we have a GoFundMe page that you can go to, Top Gun Dragsters members only page on Facebook. And you'll go to a page where we have a FundMe page set up. Please click it on. Or you can go to my Facebook homepage or Davey's American Racing homepage, and you can click on that FundMe page and help us out because it's expensive. We've got the money, but it'll take a chunk of money out of our things that we save for Rattlesnake Raceway that we really need. But a lot of the race fans around here, a lot of the drivers, a lot of the team members are already funding our Facebook page, so it looks really good. So I'm asking you people, California, anybody that's tuning in, please help us out at Top Gun Raceway. We can, in July, come back, but I don't know if the repairs are going to be done by then. If not, we're bringing in a ton of water to help us out for that weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, so I mean a ton of water. But again, if you can help us out there at Top Gun Raceway, please do. Go to my homepage, Davey's American Racing page, or to Top Gun Dragsters members only page. Just because it's members only doesn't mean you can't get on. You can get on there, and you'll see a page on there where we need your help, and you can click on the FundMe page and go from there. And again, we appreciate if it's $1, it's okay. If it's $5, $100, $1,000, $10, hey, whatever you can handle, we would appreciate it. Okay, another Facebook user came on at 6:29 a few minutes ago. Great job, Davey. I love your show. Well, thank you, whoever that was. Do me a favor, whoever sent. Please do me a favor. Go to my homepage or Davey Boys American Racing. Click on the blue lettering. That way I can see who you are. Or just post your name on there again. And I'll find out who you are. Okay. Dan McCormick in the house. How you doing? Okay, John R. says, did I hear 7:16, 9 a.m.? Yeah, we start at 9 a.m. both days, Saturday and Sunday, John, 9 a.m. So if you come up Sunday, make sure you let me know that you two are coming. Be great to see you two. I haven't seen you guys for a couple, 3, 4 years. Again, it'll start at 9 a.m. again, John, both days. Okay, Dan McCormick, good. Thank you, John. Don Juan, Don McCormick. How you doing anyhow, buddy? Okay. Let's go to another page here for Rattlesnake Raceway coming up this weekend. Not weekend, but Monday and Tuesday. Our 4th of July racing event, Monday and Tuesday. 2-day racing event. Monday night, we are going to be busy Monday night racing. We'll start at 7 p.m. We got our street stocks. They're going to be paying $1,000 to win that night. What I like about our street stocks, opening night, we had 24 cars starting the main event with our street stocks. It's been a long time since we've had that many street stocks here at Rattlesnake Raceway. But again, Monday night, they're getting $1,000 to win. And we've been averaging 18 to 20 something in the main events lately, which is good car count for the street stocks. So hats off to all you street stock drivers for making it out and supporting Rattlesnake Raceway. Now, big weekend as well, like I said, or race, I should say, on Monday. Pro Stocks, back to Rattlesnake Raceway. We talked to Roy Bain and a couple of other guys from the Tri-State Pro Stocks in California, and they're going to help us put the word out. We are getting some drivers from California. One of them I know is Jay from Jay's Mobile Welding. He's a racer with the Tri-State Pro Stocks as well, and a big sponsor. He's coming. That's what I heard. So he'll be here. So hopefully we get quite a few cars from California to run with some of our Pro Stocks. Brad White will be there in the Pro Stock as well. So hopefully we get quite a few there. We want to get the Pro Stocks going again here at Rattlesnake Raceway. I love the Pro Stocks. Okay, also added that night for prizes. $100 photo package from Grace Productions, which thank you, Grace. $100 pole winning from the treasure hunt. Now again, you have to start from the pole and finish the main event. $100 longest toll from Antonio Aragon. So whoever gets the longest toll for the Pro Stock, you guys better be careful because we got guys from California coming in, and we got guys from Ferrant coming in. Quite a few guys from Ferrant Speedway down there. In Ferrant, Nevada, they're going to be with us Monday, and some will be staying over for the Tuesday night race as well. So not sure how many are coming, but quite a few guys are coming from Ferrant down there. So it'd be good to see a lot of those guys I haven't seen. I've been seeing about 4 or 5 of them showing up to the Rattlesnake Raceway that I haven't seen for quite a while. I used to announce down there as well. And again, plus Monday night, it'll be Kids Bike Giveaway. Racing starts at 7 p.m. So we got a lot of racing action, with our regular racing point series, and then what we'll have raining in on Monday. Plus, the Placerville mini trucks will be with us on Monday night as well. Like I said earlier, they got about 18 of those trucks down there in Placerville. How many are going to come? I don't know, but it'd be good to have them there. They've been wanting to travel around. They've been here before. They like racing here at Rattlesnake Raceway, so they'll be here with us on Monday as well. All right, Tuesday, July the 4th. Before I even give that information, let's go to the morning of July 4th here in Fallon. We have our annual 4th of July parade starting at 10 a.m. Now, normally I would be announcing the parade on Taylor by our old chamber office where the judges sit up, but I won't be there this year. There's 2 reasons. Well, one big reason, let's put it this way. They are moving me to Main Street in front of the Fallon Theaters to announce the parade. Reason why, right after the 4th of July parade, again, starts at 10 p.m., we're going to keep the street of Main Street blocked off. It's blocked off anyway for the parade, but we're going to keep a certain portion of it blocked off for our street fair. We had it last year. Our mayor here says this is coming back. This is great. So we're going to have our second annual street fair. We'll have all the vendors there. Let me pull that up here. Vendors, free games, DJ. I'll be DJing it. Bed races, bicycle parades, bake-off contest, fighting contest, fire truck, sprinklers will be there. That was a big hit last year. One of the big fire trucks from Fallon here brought the sprinkler system in on one of the trucks, and that's where most of the kids stayed all day there. It was kind of warm and hot on that Monday morning, so they got to get the sprinklers there. Brought to you by the 4th of July Committee, which I'm on the 4th of July Committee, the Fallon Chambers of Commerce, Churchill County Parks and Recreation, and the City of Fallon. And the county's helping out too. But again, that all starts at 10 a.m. And again, I'll be on Main Street right in front of the Fallon Theaters announcing that. And after that, again, I'll be DJing our street fair right there on Main Street. We got a lot of action going on for the street fair. Got some new stuff coming in as well. Kind of interested to see the bed races this year. All right, so that takes care of that. Now back to Rattlesnake Raceway. Tuesday night racing will start at 5 p.m. I'm sorry, 5 p.m. on Tuesday, July the 4th, with our regular racing series, plus the fireworks show. I thank the City of Fallon. They donated a lot to doing that. Shortly after sundown, we will have our fireworks show there. From what we talked about on the meeting last Sunday, it's going to be big, huge fireworks show, bigger than it ever has been before. So I'm looking forward to that. Plus, I love fireworks. Plus, drivers candy toss. Racing starts at 5 p.m. Now, both nights, longtime friend of mine will be there with a monster truck. That's right, Ranger Joe and his Murata truck will be here. Monster truck will be here Monday and Tuesday, putting on a demonstration. Now, Ranger Joe is a combat disabled veteran. He also gets around in a wheelchair or sometimes with just his braces. But again, he is handicapped. He'll jump in this car and put on a great little show for you guys Monday and Tuesday night. It'd be great to have Ranger Joe back here with his Murata monster truck. So that's happening Monday night and Tuesday night. So you don't want to miss it. You guys from California, you should come out to this. Okay. Let's get over to the NASCAR real quick. Next race will be July the 2nd for Chicago Street Race. That's going to be kind of interesting. It'll be 100 laps, 220 miles there in Chicago at Grant Park. 220 race is what they're calling it down in Chicago there. Chicago, Chicago. I know I'm not a singer. Let's go to Sunday's race at the Alley 400 race results there in Nashville Super Speedway. It was Ross Chastain picking up the big win. Martin Truex Jr. second. Denny Hamlin was third. Chase Elliott was fourth. And Kyle Larson was fifth. There was an article somebody put up on Facebook about Kyle Larson. He wrote on there, because Kyle Larson won sprint car race, I think, $20,000 or $25,000 last week. And that idiot, I'll call him an idiot, put up there, you should donate all that money. You don't need the money. Just give it back. I almost put on there, but somebody mentioned it too. If you are a race car driver, you win $100, $1,000, $25,000, $100,000. You're putting your life on the line every time you jump in and strap in. Yes, keep the money. That's my thought. Editorial done. But I couldn't believe that character. All right. Billy Holloway, how you doing? Yo, that's right, Billy. Memorial race for Betty Burhurst. I think it's Monday night. Now they're going to pay $1,000, correct, Billy, for the winner of the hobby stocks on Monday night as well, or Tuesday night. I got to find out. I'm sorry. Or Billy, list up what day it is so we can talk a little bit more about it. Okay. Got another Facebook user on here. Pikes will make the trip, I'm sure. Hey, thank you, John. Okay. Spokane, Washington says, howdy, brother. Keep spreading the mustard and on the dog, like Mike would say. Mike was a great announcer, passed away a while back. What a great guy that guy was. Taught me quite a bit about announcing there, too. We got to announce with each other, well, maybe 3 or 4 times, which made me feel really good announcing when he passed away. But that was a big loss in the world of racing in California. And one of his great sayings was, spreading the mustard on the doggy. Yeah, I miss that. That's for sure. Okay. Okay, so Billy, that'll be Monday night for the Hobby Stocks, 1,000 to win. That'll be good. I forgot about that one. I'm sorry. For the Burhurst Memorial Race there. And again, the Hobby Stock, well, guess who'll be there on Monday and Tuesday? That's right, Gratian Oshefka. He'll be there. Maybe he can make it 2 in a row. Main event wins. I don't know if you heard Billy, but he won the main event on Saturday night up there at Lovelock Speedway there on Saturday night, which was really, really cool. But again, I want to go to this one. I want to make sure. I'm sure everybody has heard this, but I want to put my thoughts and prayers into Jimmy Johnson's, his wife, the in-laws were found murdered on Monday. Plus a grandson, 11-year-old grandson, was there as well. Our thoughts and prayers. I don't want to get into it too much because it's still being investigated. I don't want to say something wrong or anything, but just let them know. And if you can, go find a page for them and show them your thoughts and prayers towards the Johnson family there. He is backed out. Know this one race coming up. I'm not sure about the next one with NASCAR. But again, our thoughts and prayers go to Jimmy Johnson and his wife and family. Again, I don't want to get too much into that, so I want to make sure I got that one in. Okay. That's all done. NASCAR. Forgot about the World of Outlaws. I can get that later on. That's okay. All right. I had a phone call, and she wanted to call in. And if you're back on, you can go ahead and call back in. And if anybody else wants to call, you can call, talk about your local track that your race you just went to, or a race that's just coming up. You can call it in and let us know. Our first caller was Amy Maddox, and I wasn't really set up for her, but she called in. Good friend of mine and beautiful girl. Go ahead, Amy, if you still want, go ahead and call. We can talk about all the races that you like to go to and all the photos you put up on Facebook, all the main event winners. We can talk about that and what tracks you really like going to, which is pretty cool. So go ahead, Amy, if you want to call back in. Anybody else, the number's right there if you want to call back in. Let's see. That about covers everything that I had in the world of racing, local racing, actually. Yeah, that should cover it right there. Again, support your local track. That's the only way we can keep these tracks open. It's by supporting them. Bring a neighbor, a friend, if you're married. Hey, dudes, guys, if you're married, bring your mother-in-law. She may not like you, but she may end up having a good time. John R.'s good, but something else. Jessica, what? You want me to call? Yes, Jessica, go ahead and call in, Jessica, so we can talk about the go-karts, the outlaw go-karts there. Coming up at Rattlesnake Raceway. They're back. Okay, this autocross deal is off the hook in Central California. John, if you get a chance, maybe next week I'll have you on. We can talk about that. Your other racing that you've done. You're there in California. You used to live here in Fallon. You moved to California. That's okay. Maybe we'll have you on next week and talk about that and that new card you got. Let's see. From Fallon, Nevada. Guess who this is? This is Jessica. I'm fine. How are you? You're live on Davey's American Racing. Yeah, I understand you guys are out at Rattlesnake Raceway right now. That's cool. Is it almost done? Oh, that's good. Well, that's good. You know what? That track is going to be awesome, just like the big track. All right. Tell us what's happening with the world of the outlaw go-karts. Okay, wait a minute. People can't say they can't hear you. I don't know why. You're plugged in. Okay, hang on. I got to figure out why they're not hearing you. That's in. You're plugged in there. On the air. Okay, can you guys hear her now? Let me know if you could hear. Hang on. Let me see if somebody answers back. John, can you hear her now? You're plugged in. That's on. No, they can't hear you. Oh, got it. You're plugged in and everything. You're ready to go. Hang on here. Let me get some light over here so I can see what's actually happening. I just knocked myself out. One of the lights fell down. Okay, that's there. So that's on. Uh-oh. Well, let's do it this way. Talk about it, then I'll relay it. Okay, let's talk about it, and then I'll relay it to the listeners here. For some reason, you're not coming in. Do we? Okay. She said July 3rd, our Outlaw Go-Karts will be back. They've been gone for what, almost 3-4 years, or maybe a little bit longer than that, but they're coming back. Yeah, maybe about 4 years. They've been gone, but they'll get back Monday. Do we know what the car count will be? She's saying 20 carts are going to show up, hopefully. I mean, that's the response that she and her hubby have been getting. So it'll be a good show there with 20 carts. Plus, we can need more. I'm sure more will show up, too. Yeah. Okay, so the rest of the year are racing at Rattlesnake. They are scheduled for it, right?
Yeah. So they're.
Well, that's good here. Let me do this. Maybe we can do this. Let me hook up my other speaker here. I'm going to put you on loudspeaker. I'm going to disconnect you from my program, but speaker. Let me plug this guy in. Testing 1, 2. All right. Go ahead and talk. Let's see if I can pick it up.
Okay. So on July 3rd, the carts are coming back to ballot.
Well, that's good. That's what we've been waiting for, actually. Or at least I have been. And I know you guys did. Your daughter came out of that division. Now she's with a IMCA car running it. As long as you're. Yeah. Well, your son now, what's your youngest son's name? I keep forgetting. Yeah. He's running in go-karts. And for what you guys told me, he hasn't lost a main event yet. That's cool. I know he's all excited when he even showed off the car and he's in his uniform up with the race car there, the biggest smile I've ever seen on his face. Cool. I can't wait to get all those kids out there. Now, I got to ask you, am I supposed to announce these go-karts before or what? Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool. Go ahead.
I helped a couple people find cards for their kids because they're so excited, to
Yeah.
get their kids into something. So, yeah, it'd be great.
Well, I can't wait. I know the main event. I'll announce the main event, but you got to do me a favor. I need all the kids' name and hometowns and what division they're in. Yeah.
Yeah, I will. So, yeah, so we're just working up here at the track, trying to get ready.
Oh, that's good. Everybody there, Rusty McMillan there, working hard.
Rusty just showed up, I think.
Well, he's going to go live on a radio program tonight. I got to mention that in a few minutes. Not mine, but another program. Yeah. He might have forgot about it. He might have forgot about it.
Yeah, we just seen him up top.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why he's up there, so he can go on it, get on his phone and go live with Up on the Bars radio show there with Roy Bain and his program. So hang on, Jessica. I want to make sure I mention that. If you want, go to Up on the Bars discussion Facebook page. Our track president, Rattlesnake Raceway, will be on Up on the Bars discussion tonight, along with Jay's mobile welding service, the one that's supposed to be coming here this week in the race as well. They're both going to be on there, and they will be talking about the Pro Stocks coming Monday night here at Rattlesnake Raceway. What's that?
Oh, my son, he's out here like.
But you got to make sure you tune in. That'll start at 7 p.m., which is about 2 or 3 minutes from now. Because I'm going to go ahead and shut it down as well because I want to make sure I catch that program, Up in the Bars discussion. You got to go to that Facebook page for Up in the Bars discussion and click on Up on the Bars. Their program will be on there again. Click the blue lettering. That way they can see if you do come up on the comment section. All right, Jessica, I'm going to let you go. I'm not sure if they're still hearing you as good, but we'll talk more about this in the upcoming weeks here with the kids and the Outlaw Go-Karts again. Thank you for coming on. All right, yeah, we'll see you Monday. Yeah. All right, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Jessica White, Travis White out there prepping a new go-kart track for the Outlaw Go-Karts, returning to Rattlesnake Raceway, which is a good thing because there's a lot of kids around here with go-karts that have been sitting. We got a lot of our go-kart drivers going into California to go race. And I'll cover more on that probably next week about Outlaw Go-Karts. Let's see. Anybody else on here? Well, that's about does it. That doesn't have anything else. My notes are all done. Covered all that. Again, make sure you go to your home track, support it, or another racetrack, support that track, bring people with you. And again, have a good 4th of July weekend. I know a lot of you started on Friday. I'll start mine Thursday night. I'm going to take the fifth wheel on my quad out to the lake on Thursday night. We got a certain area that we're going to be setting up our campsite for search and rescue. Fallon, or Sheriff's Bar out of Fallon, search and rescue. What I'm proud to say is all the other counties, search and rescue, they are funded by the counties they are in. Our search and rescue here in Fallon, the Sheriff Department funds us, and plus a lot of people here in Fallon donate a lot of money for equipment that we do need. So the county does not fund us at all. Just like our fire department's the number one fire department in the country. Reason why? All volunteer firefighters. And they are rated number one as well. Which is, I mean, they got the regular captain and everybody else belong to the fire department here in Fallon, but it's an all volunteer. So good. All right, everybody, have a good weekend. A safe 4th of July. I'm going to say this real quick. I read the mayor, or our sheriff put it out. Some of your dogs are going to get scared during the 4th of July. What they suggest, I've even heard about this. If you go to YouTube, find a fireworks show. Volume down low. Keep raising it. Keep raising it until the dog has no more interest in listening to it. He'll get used to it. It may work and it may not work. Try it out. You never know. Because it's the worst year for a lot of the dog owners and the dogs. All right, everybody, take care. And as always, God bless. And we'll see you at some racetrack. And hope a lot of you come out to Rattlesnake Raceway Monday and Tuesday night. All right, everybody, take care.